Wait, do you actually do like a little intro, like, "Hey guys, what's up? Hey guys, what's up?"
Alright,
Yeah.
that'll do. Thanks, Harry.
Do you want to do the intro this time, Harry?
No,
Yeah, okay.
no,
Too
not
late.
really.
I already caught him saying it.
Come on.
No,
Fair enough. Okay.
he's gonna like
That's
sound
the
clip
intro
that.
now.
He's gonna sound clip that and just like
I don't need the
put that
sound clip.
everywhere
I'm
now.
recording, baby.
Uh,
I pressed the record button
That's
a few
already been
minutes ago.
recorded. Intro's done.
yeah, I think they're too long. Your podcasts are too long.
No, we can shorten. We can
They're
do
a
a short one.
podcast.
I know, but like, it's like an hour long, and you talk about anime, and I'm like, okay, like, when does it get
I actually
interesting?
don't think we've ever spoke about anime.
We've never spoken
Okay, yeah,
about
maybe
anime,
that's a bit
which
too
I'm
on the
surprised
nose.
about.
Maybe that's a bit too on the nose, but like, it's an hour like long,
Alright,
and I'm like,
do
okay.
you want to do what, 30 minutes today?
No, it's just a lot of downtime, and I'm like, they're talking about something. Mm-hmm.
We can do a short one.
Yeah, no, it's not like short or long. It's just there's a lot of downtime on it.
Well, I'm not gonna fucking edit that much of it and cut out all the silence.
Well, no, you're not gonna like cut it all down. Just like the interesting bits, you know, and then compile that.
Huh. Dude, you have no idea how much. You have no idea how much I had to edit that last video. Fucking, they kept saying
Wait,
people's last names. Fucking.
Wait, is that the one with Lachlan or
Yeah.
like the one after that?
No, the one there was. This is the one after that.
Oh, like
Yeah,
what did you
it
edit
was.
out? It's like
You mean the one
name
before that?
drops or whatever.
Yeah, I cut out second names, certain like conversations, you know,
Scenarios.
like admitting to
Oh.
crimes.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Jack.
Like, oh, hello,
Listen,
X.
it was a
Hello,
pebble.
X. I did a crime Y, and I live in Z.
Yeah, pretty much all that.
Yeah, yeah.
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 I try to keep it safe. I try.
This will actually be my first time on the internet with my voice.
And so everything's edited.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, it's not the
Not my
first time.
yeah.
It's the first time it's gone like public. Yeah.
Not really your first time.
Well, it is
yeah.
though.
But like, if Harry does have a little secret channel, if you go on that, there is a certain video that he made for TY.
Oh yeah, there was like that, but like that's it.
Yeah, that's on the internet.
Yeah, like
That
that.
doesn't
but,
count.
like that's it.
Yeah.
Yup. Yeah. Wow. Yup.
Do you want me to
like
tag
that's
that?
It's Harry doing trick shots at the end of the. It's Harry doing trick shots like at the end of the
So Jack,
stairs.
how's that book coming along?
Haven't been working on it that much because I have loads of time now since.
Wait, so you have loads of
I
time.
realized
now.
after.
You have loads of time to work on the book. Oh my god! Wow.
Yes, I do. You know why? Because I thought that I only had 3 months because I thought I had a portfolio. 3 months in, I realized, oh yeah, this course doesn't have a portfolio for you to do.
And you fuck off, Jack. You were on about the portfolio
I'm not-
for
I'm
months.
being
You were on
serious.
about the portfolio for goddamn months.
Yes,
Jesus.
yes. And then I come to realize that it doesn't exist, and I'm in pain.
Wow.
How do you mess that up? How do you not
I have no idea.
But like,
Realize.
no.
Well, to be fair, to be fair,
Go on.
Keane and Chris kept telling me that I did have a portfolio to do.
Okay,
Yeah, but they-
So
you're
I believed in
really...
them.
Sorry, you're gonna trust Chris's word.
That's true, I shouldn't
Are
have.
you like-
I'm mistaken.
You're like doing different courses though.
Yeah, I shouldn't have trusted them.
But that just means you didn't look into it.
Yeah, this is a you problem.
I mean, I did
You're
look-
immediately blaming
That's
other
true.
people.
Well, that's true. I didn't actually Well, I did, but I was too fucking stupid to actually realize.
No, you're skirting around the
I didn't
problem.
say.
You didn't read like the college like, application thing. And you're
Fair
just like,
enough,
okay,
okay.
yeah.
I'll blame it on other people. I'm not the one in the wrong.
Now, Jack, you better get rid of that epilogue.
I will, Harry.
Wait,
Give
so
it
it's still
time. I
there.
have loads of time now.
No, so like it's still there.
I mean, yeah, but I'm gonna at least finish off a couple of things before I get rid of it.
No, you should really get rid of that epilogue, man.
Fair enough.
No, wait,
I mean,
Jack, I have you here now, Jack. I have you here, right?
No.
I heard a story, right, that you didn't know what a publisher was.
What? Who told you that?
Did you not know what a publisher was?
Who's your source?
I'm not
Tell me who's
giving
your
you my
sources.
source, okay? But did you actually say that?
No. So who's your source?
Did you think my source was?
Chris?
No.
Keen?
You just got your name dropping. He's name dropping, Gavin.
Yeah, you have first names.
They've all been on the podcast before.
Everybody's
They've
first
all been
name
on the podcast before. Yeah.
Okay, but no. Okay, I thought you were completely lost here. Okay. What are you reading, Jack? No.
So tell him. To who was it? Give me names. I want names.
Okay, moving on. Jack, what books are you reading?
What?
Reading at the moment. I was thinking about moving on to Peter Jackson.
No, why the fuck? That's a child's book.
It's not really. I like
Peter
it.
Jackson and the Lightning Thief. That's a child's book.
Yeah.
For 12-year-olds.
It's a child's book.
Jack, it is.
Gavin, would you agree?
I don't even know what it is.
Jack, it's a child's book.
Oh no, not Peter Jackson. Percy Jackson.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a child's book. Percy Jackson and the
It's
Lightning Thief. That is a 12-year-old's book.
Yeah, well, Harry, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, but Gavin, like, here's the thing. He's going into the publishing industry, and his writing's absolute ass. And it's like, okay, Jack, I'm trying to help you.
Yeah, well, he's not. He's going into the publishing industry. He's not going to do the writing or editing.
I know, and I'm like, hey, Jack, okay, this is how you make your writing better. And Lachlan's like, okay, this is how you do it, and it just goes out one ear, into one ear and out the other.
Oh, dude, you want to hear me trying to explain the story to him? The story that he stole.
Yeah.
What?
Calling you
Oh,
out.
Citadel.
Well, no, to be fair, you did say to me that you weren't going to write it anymore, so I finished it off for you.
Oh my god, he stole it.
Finished it off for me, bro. You retold the entire story, changed aspects about every single character.
Put the first few chapters as the exact same as what you did.
Yeah, the first few. How many chapters are there?
There's the first 10 that you wrote, because you only wrote 10.
Jack, did you buy any Percy Jackson books?
Why are you still on Percy
No, I'm reading
Jackson?
them.
Get over it!
He's not reading. No, it's so bad. Like, Jack, read an actual book.
Dude, what is this? It's not Game of Thrones or Dune. Shut up.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my god,
And
this
Jack
guy's reading something he enjoys. Shut up. Be quiet.
They're so bad. But
Dude,
no, it's
you want to
actually
know a
shit.
good book? Read Holes. It's a goated book.
Yeah, I've read that.
That is a goated book.
I've read that.
I've read that before
It's
as well.
goated.
Holes is good.
No, but like, Jack doesn't know how to write.
Bro, you are arguing for two different things at the same time.
Man.
But and Jack's like, yes, I'll read. Picks Deliverance. Jack, are you still reading Deliverance?
That's not Deliverance.
I know, but
it's called what was it? No, I'm about to finish it.
Okay.
The Vagrant.
What was Deliverance then? You mentioned Deliverance.
I never mentioned Deliverance. I just said The Vagrant.
No, you mentioned what were you reading before then? Deliverance.
The Vagrant.
Alright, The Vagrant. Then. What's it about?
Vagrant. It's about it's about basically the world's gone to shit, Mad Max type shit, right? And it's like imagine mixing Mad Max with a Game of Thrones type of thing.
What's it about?
And there's one character. It's been a fucking while since I finished it. I need to I need to retrace my steps on thinking.
What's fucking
I have not read a book in a while, Harry, besides from The Vagrant. So.
Yeah, okay, but what's The Vagrant about?
Okay. Do you want to give you a rundown, or just have like a whole 30 minutes of just me explaining The Vagrant?
Moving on. Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
Anyway, move on to something else.
What else do you want to complain about?
I'll say, Harry.
What?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Why you convert to Muslim?
Oh yeah, Islam's like a better religion than Christianity.
But I thought you didn't believe in religion.
I didn't.
Yeah, but you were saying to me in what was it? Yeah, sixth year. It was the end of sixth year. And I was saying that, I was like, as a skeptic, I believe that there is some God out there. And then you were like...
You believed in a God, right?
11 minutes in, we're already talking about God.
It was just like...
but
11 minutes!
You said to me that... it's dangerous to think about some higher deity. Yes, you are putting stuff into Muslim. Or Islam. So you're contradicting yourself.
No. Because you were like, I don't believe any other religions on earth. I believe there is a higher power, but it's not to do with any religion on earth.
I mean, yeah.
It's locked.
Yeah,
that's
how can you tell that they predict shit?
That God will...
They can't predict anything.
What?
They can't predict, that there's a higher power.
I'm not even messing. Guarantee God is Chris. 100%. I'm calling it now.
It's not a fucking regular show. It's not like he's Pops.
Nah, he is. Chris is literally the almighty one. We just don't know. Have you seen that man? He looks
One day he's gonna break.
One day he's gonna snap and we're gonna get smited. I'm not even gonna be there when it happens and he's gonna smite me.
And he just, it flashes a white light. He's gonna drown the sea.
We're all just skeletons.
Almost. It's gonna put the sea on top of us.
Good thing
global warming, it's Chris's doing.
I don't know who you're on about.
Chris.
Dewey.
That's like Dewey Hamilton, man.
He's God, what do you mean?
Yeah, Chris is gonna... Global warming, that's Chris. Yeah. That's not what we're doing. His
forehead is just so, reflective that, the sun hits off it and it just melts all the
iceberg. Funnily
iceberg.
enough, global warming's gonna happen, and I think Greta Thunberg is just so, idiotic with it. You know the whole, straw thing with the turtle? Yeah, straws make up... You know, the, straw and the turtle nose?
Yeah.
Yeah, straws make up less than 1% of all the trash in the ocean.
So getting rid of straws is pointless.
Yep. And,
Great.
The data says, by 2050, if we continue on our path, the world will be doomed or whatever.
Sick.
Right?
Well,
can't wait.
Let's make it shorter.
Well, that's the thing. It is getting shorter because, that doesn't account for all the third world countries industrializing.
We did it, boys.
So, yeah.
Let's fucking go.
Ireland's climate's going to be like southern Spain or,
for next year.
France, southern France.
France isn't real.
It's gonna be what?
Our climate by 2050, if things continue, will be like southern, France or Spain.
Lovely.
Oh, great.
Nice
cool.
and warm.
Lovely.
Yeah, Europe will be a desert, by the way. So.
Thank God. Look, I'm more interested.
The French will finally be destroyed.
Thank God.
Oh, don't. It's about time.
But Russia will be a superpower once again.
Superpowers aren't real. They can't have super
no,
speed or
a global power.
Yeah, I know. I was making a joke. Fuck's sake.
I didn't laugh.
I fucking know. Fucking heard you put your glasses up further on your face as you started talking.
Donkey Kong, haha, didn't laugh.
You fucking look like Donkey Kong.
Yeah, man.
Get out of here, man. Fucking 14 minutes in, you're starting shit.
I have started nothing, man. I'm I'm very truthful. I've only ever spoken the truth. I'm a baby angel.
Do you love me?
I remember in maths class you made our teacher very uncomfortable.
Oh wait, is it
like awfully uncomfortable? It wasn't even our teacher. It was in like a free class.
Wait a minute, is it?
And the substitute teacher
Do not
came
say
in.
the name.
We're not saying the name, but like, remember that we had a free class in maths.
Oh, and I was like,
a
I
teacher
wanted to
came
burn
in.
the world, and I was like, I wanted
Yes.
to burn the world. Oh yeah.
Yeah, sounds like you.
Yeah, well, she was a bit green now. You know, she was a bit wonky.
But she was saying the right stuff. To
No,
be fair.
she wasn't. She was like, we have to save the world, and I'm like,
No, we don't.
yeah, good luck with that.
What?
Like, okay.
We don't.
Go and save.
We don't need it.
We don't need the world.
No, not really.
Move to Mars. Elon Musk will get us there eventually.
No, like that's so stupid. Like I don't think Elon Musk is not the savior of mankind, and he's stupid. Like Mars is a barren wasteland, and he's like, yeah, I want to colonize Mars.
I'm going straight for Pluto.
That will take like several hundred years.
I'm going for Pluto, man.
He's too busy fighting Mark Zuckerberg. Who do you think's winning that fight?
That fight's not happening.
Dude, Atom Smasher versus the Lizard who wins. That's all
True.
that is.
Elon's got implants in his chest just so he can block the blows with his own chest.
Zuckerberg's gonna throw a punch and Elon's just gonna vanish.
Oh! Harry, also, why did you stop playing video games?
Oh yeah, I'm not playing video games anymore. Like I have a Switch,
Why?
but like there's like Animal Crossing, Sonic, and Mario on that.
The big three.
But why did you stop playing like Xbox?
Why would I want to play
PlayStation?
Xbox and PlayStation?
I don't know, because something to do. Harry, what does your day consist of? I want to know.
Reading,
How much of it is wanking?
working out, and then that's it.
So do you eat pork anymore?
No.
Oh.
So like,
Wait, what is it?
you're,
What's like the whole tradition thingy?
Thank you for being so specific there. Thank you. Oh my god.
the tradition?
No,
thingy?
like what's the rules? What's the rules?
Well, I haven't read the Quran yet,
What's the rules and regulations?
but in Islam there's like 5. No, I haven't.
Harry, can
no,
you read the Quran to me like a bedtime story?
You
I
haven't read
don't
it?
have the Quran, man. I want to get it for Christmas though.
What?
Have a flick through it.
Imagine getting that as a Christmas gift.
Well, because I have a Bible.
Didn't you read the Bible?
I have a Bible, but I've never fully read it.
Dude, spoiler alert, Jesus dies.
Yeah, I know, man. Like, wow.
Spoiler alert, God floods the earth.
But no, that's why I found like Islam to be actually a very interesting religion, right? Because if you look at Catholicism, yeah, with the Holy Spirit, Jesus, and whatever, right? Why does the all-knowing God have a son? Like he knows everything. Like he made man from a blood clot, and made like the entire universe. Well,
It was just bored.
but why though? Because that's the thing.
Just to
It was
fuck
just
with
bored,
people.
man.
Just to fuck with people.
So that's why I don't believe in Catholicism.
Like, you're telling me if you're this all-knowing God, you've made everything, you've done everything, you know everything, you wouldn't fuck around with people? I would. Dude, for one day,
But
I'd
that's
put
limiting
dinosaurs
them,
back
though.
on Earth, and then the next they're just gone. Just to see what would happen.
Yeah, I don't know about that though, you know, because I still do believe in like science and all that. So I don't know how that fits into it.
Harry, make your own religion.
That's very dangerous.
Why?
You want to make money in life, you make a religion. The guy that made Scientology
I mean,
said that.
yeah, technically, you need like I think a group of 5 people to start a religion.
3 people.
3 people.
That reminds me of that really bad meme where it's like, oh yeah, Jesus had 12 followers, Hitler had 40 million.
Yeah, Lightning McQueen had so many more. So, like, get out of here.
8,000s upon thousands.
He had millions upon millions, pal. Have you seen him? God.
Why are you tired?
Because I'm delusional.
I can see that.
Goddamn.
What's
So,
that supposed
what does
to
your like entire day consist of? I wanna know.
My entire day, average day,
The average day in the life of Harry.
I need
Yeah,
to
average
wake
day.
up earlier. I want to wake up at 6, but like,
Yeah.
Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
Pal, I'm
So,
going to
like,
sleep at
that's a
6.
pain. So I try to wake up at 7 at most days, and I lie about for a while, but then I get up. I have 2 Weetabix in low-fat milk, 2 coffees, and then a little protein shake. Then I go for a run. Then I come back, have a pear. I read, maybe write a little bit. I work out, and then I have a steak with thyme and rosemary and butter. Only 10 grams of butter though. 10 grams of butter. Then I have balsamic rice with 2 pita bread. And by the way, throughout the entire day, I am drinking coffee and water. And then I read, and then I kind of listen to music whenever, and then go to bed.
I mean, fair enough.
Repeat. With varying degrees of, abnormalities.
I mean, fair enough.
More power to you.
What made you to do this? What popped into your head to be like, I'm gonna do this now, sort of thing? What inspired you? What inspired you to be a part of
Like what?
the Islamic religion?
You've changed it. You've changed it. You were like, hey, why'd you stop playing video games? Hey, why religion?
Or like, because no, I'm like not why religion. I'm just asking you like what made you want to go into religion, because I know you back then you just hated religion.
Yeah. So I was writing, right? Funnily enough, I was writing, yeah. And now, see, Jack, you do your little Last Kingdom thing, yeah, and you're like, oh, look at my Last Kingdom, ooh, right? No, that's too little, right? So I'm writing a Galactic Empire, right? And I'm like, okay, what's my religious book, right? Or a religious book? And I eventually settle on read Catholic Quran, right? That's a religious book.
Yes.
And red comes from the planet of Dama, which means blood-soaked or bloody in Arabic. Catholic as an actual word means varied or like different, right? And then Quran.
Okay.
So like a Dama centralized Quran, whatever. And it was Romanized Quran, not with the Q, it was with the K. But I didn't actually read the Quran, right? I had no idea what the Quran really was. No, I didn't know what its like tenets was. Right? I didn't know what Islam was all about. So I literally like read an article, right? It was pretty convincing.
So an article made you change your whole spectrum of religion.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Your whole spectacle. Articles can do big things.
Because I was raised, Catholic, right? I didn't like Catholic. So then, I was like, oh yeah, what, in history class or whatever, these Protestant fellows, right? They're talking something really good. Like, wow, yeah, faith alone, stop worshipping, like Mary as a divinity, worship, God and Jesus, whatever. And I'm like, wow, yeah, this is dope. All right. Protestantism in Ireland. Ooh, uh-oh. I don't know.
Northern Irish.
Yeah, I don't know about that one now, Chief. And so I wasn't really that big onto religion. And then I saw Islam and I was like, hey, that looks pretty good.
But what about, like, would you not like Buddhism? Or, like, do you think that's wrong as well? Like the same as Christianity?
I haven't looked into it, so I cannot say.
So,
But actually, I know
do you have an opinion on Buddhism?
No. But I know Frank Herbert actually was he converted to Buddhism. You don't know who that is, do you?
Nope.
Okay.
Frank Herbert.
Wait, who?
I have no idea who.
No, I don't know.
He's the guy that wrote them.
Oh, okay.
Learn something new every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're at that part of the podcast.
I'm just trying to think of other questions. Yeah, we're at that part.
Okay, yeah, this is the part I
guess
see
we
a lot in the podcast. Like, okay, run out of questions.
this is
Okay,
the part.
next question. Google search question.
No.
Like, we get desperate.
Yeah. You get that a lot in the podcast, yeah.
We should plan our podcast before we do it.
Yeah, that'd be better. You might get more views that way. Yeah.
Now, to be fair, when we done it before, so when we done it like 2 years ago, I would usually try and plan the podcast, but then when I try and plan them, apparently it's an interview or it's
Dude,
cringe.
watch, like Joe Rogan,
So I'm like,
it'll be grand. Just watch Joe Rogan and you'll get it down.
Yeah, but that means I have to watch Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan isn't that bad.
I don't like.
Why don't you like Joe Rogan?
Joe Rogan just smokes weed every podcast, and that's how he's able to get questions in.
I don't listen to podcasts.
So you're saying an
I'd lose my
inebriated
mind.
man, a drunk man, a man high off his tits is better at his job than you?
Never said.
Yes. Seriously. I wouldn't be surprised. The man made Elon Musk high. Like that's something you don't get often.
But no, to go back to your previous question of why I go with all my games and shit. I believe in sacrificing every single day of my 20s. I have my 21st century business book here, right?
Why?
Lachlan had one as well, because you go into this is like the business book they give you. I stole one. Oh yeah. Oh crap. Yeah, I'm not supposed to say that.
No.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I stole like a lot of history books from.
Alright, well I have to cut that.
Okay. Yeah. I did no crime. I did no crime. No crime.
I did no crime. No crime.
Can you get in trouble for that or what?
I don't know, but I don't want to risk it.
I mean.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. New record. Let's go. But no, right? So I have this book about business that I purchased with my own income. There you go.
No, like,
okay.
I'll just cut out the name. I'm not gonna cut out you being a criminal. That's a you problem.
I'm not, because it's like books and no one read them, and I liked history, and so I took them. So I was like, okay.
That's a different crime compared to the one I cut out the last time.
Oh, I took some books.
Nobody's gonna care if you steal school books.
Oh yeah, I sold my Bible as well. That's also from the school.
Where did you get that in the school?
The religious room, the religion room.
Oh right.
Or whatever. Yeah. I took one of the blue ones.
Yeah.
The ones.
So I don't continue about your sacrifice.
Yeah. Just give me a second. I'm trying to find the page.
You gotta
Oh yeah, here we go.
sacrifice what you want, or what you want will be
No,
the sacrifice.
wait, dude. Oh, okay. There's a quote in here, and I'm gonna get it. Don't you worry about it.
I just said it.
Okay, maybe I won't get it. Maybe I won't get the quote.
I just said the quote.
I just said it.
What's the quote?
You gotta sacrifice what you want, or what you want will be the sacrifice.
No, that's not the quote.
Something like that.
No, okay, so
that
like
shit go hard.
wherever it is, it said like Bill Gates didn't take a day off in his 20s, right? That's the quote. And I believe in that. So when I turn 20, I'm just gonna be working and stuff.
So you're believing if you just keep hard working in your 20s, then
by the time I'm 30, I'll be a millionaire and have 20 kids. Yeah.
Do you want that many kids?
Yeah, that'll pay off.
I'll have as many as I can have.
Isn't that against like
what law? What law?
Religion?
What law? What law?
No, not law. I mean against like your religion, is it?
No.
Or is that
Jack,
no?
there's Islamic men out there with 17 wives.
How many you got?
0.
Yeah.
Because we gotta work. You know, sacrifice every day.
We gotta work before we get
Turn that mindset into a grindset.
Yeah. So that's why, and gaming's just not helping. Like, why would I spend my time in a video game?
Yeah, but what about? I was about to say something.
What?
But what about the Twitch streamers that make hard work and they get money?
They have a negative
That's not
effect in the
fucking
world.
hard work. We can sit
And that
down
is
for a
not
second
hard
and
work.
play
Yeah,
a
exactly.
game.
Like, not to mention all the people they have sitting down watching them play the game. Like, they're not doing anything proactive with their lives. They have innately a negative effect in the world because they promote you to play video games and just to sit down and watch them and waste your time.
Yeah, but like, but you say Bill Gates never missed like a time in his 20s to make work. Yeah, but he made games. No, he didn't make games, but he made the company that made games.
Yes, but here's the thing, Jack. You should sacrifice every day you have in your 20s because by the time you're 30, you'll be a millionaire.
Yeah, but that means
Jack,
that you just came full circle if he's the one that sacrificed games.
Jack, you're fighting very hard on this topic, and I think I know.
I'm not fighting. I'm just like I'm trying to continue the conversation.
I know you're 20 and you're not doing this, and so you're getting very defensive about it.
No, I'm not 20.
You're soon. You're gonna be soon, though.
No,
I'm 19. Like,
you're gonna be 20 soon.
Nope.
I'm like in 5 months.
Yeah, 5 months. Like half a year.
Not 5. Anything to say about it?
What?
He's not fucking making it to 20.
But no, I believe in sacrificing your 20s.
Yeah, I'll sacrifice 20 people.
Fair enough. Sacrifice for everything.
I'm gonna sacrifice something to get a splice bag now in a minute.
We need help.
What if, like, right? I just have a question to make this longer. What if hypothetically?
This would be a good question.
It all goes downhill.
What do you mean?
Hypothetically, it all goes downhill. Like, you say you're in your 20s, you have like
Jack, why are you being
millions, and it goes downhill.
I'm
not being. I'm just like trying to engage in the conversation.
Say it again.
Right. So, if basically you're in your 20s or you're in your 30s or whatever, you made millions, you're hard work and everything, and then like one thing from society fucks you up or something, like fucking everything does nowadays. Like, what? Like fucking like. I don't know. Fucking people on the internet try to find anything about a person.
Okay, so you're a millionaire.
What if you go bankrupt?
Jack, well, if you're bad with your money,
That's true, but like,
that's on you now. But since you're working every day in your 20s, you won't make that mistake.
Yeah.
I don't think you understand.
So what job do you want by like the end of this?
In 5 years, I want a novel out.
In 5 years?
Fair enough.
Yeah. It takes roughly 5 to 6 years to write a book.
So get writing, brother.
Of like 500 pages. Yeah.
We did 500 pages?
Prove my
Yeah,
ass wrong,
that's
damn.
how, yeah.
Fair enough.
555, hopefully.
Sure, you may as well.
What page are you on now?
111.
That's true.
Well, no, because that's for the sequel. That's for if it's good, you know? That's for the sequel, you know?
Fair enough. Plan for the future.
But how many pages are you on now?
I said in the next 5 years, alright? Ask me that in the next 5 years.
I'm not gonna fucking
Okay.
remember that.
Like, it is a little project I have. It is not the main, show.
Yeah, true. So what's the main show?
I have a plan.
Is it legal?
Can we
No.
can we hear the plan?
What do you mean? What do you mean? No, when I said it, is it Harry? Is this legal?
No, if the plan succeeds, no, it is legal. Now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like stock trading and copywriting and stuff.
So can
And if it's successful,
Oh, okay. So you're gonna invest in stonks.
you become a day trader. We'll see how that goes.
Good on you. I hope it
I
works.
mean,
out
yeah,
for you.
fair. Like, yeah. Come back on the podcast when it's all worked out.
Yeah, well,
Fucking
I'm
podcast.
If we're still doing it by
You're still
then.
doing it, bro.
Fucking one of us is gonna be dead by then, 100%.
Yeah,
It's gonna be me, but
he's pointing at himself, isn't he?
Yep. It's gonna be me.
I'm gonna be on my own. It's gonna be me.
Jack,
You're gonna leave me on my own. Wow.
if I die, you get my computer.
Do I get your will?
You get the only thing on my will you get is my computer and my Kirby plush.
Let's go. You know what? Nah, fuck the computer. Give me the Kirby plush, man.
No. He's my beloved. I can't just give him away.
You just said you were gonna give it to me as well.
That's if I die.
Well, he's gonna go in your grave.
Maybe. That's a good idea.
Yeah. So have you like not right? So the only like access you have to the internet now is your phone and the Switch. That's it.
Yes.
Goddamn.
But, like, what do you mean, goddamn? It's like not very impressive.
No, because like I can never think of that. I'm always on the internet 24/7.
That's because you're a shut-in neat.
The same goes for you, man.
I have an outside life, you bitch.
I do as well. I'm just saying, like every like.
I can see how you both said that, and you both got very offended because you don't go outside as much as you should.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, but, Harry, you literally said that your dad did it. No, don't expose us, man.
No, I'm cutting all this out.
Fuck this
Every
podcast. You
YouTuber that say
make me feel bad.
they're gonna cut it out, they don't cut it out.
I'm not cutting it out.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm not gonna cut it out. It exposes me. Why would I cut it out? That shit funny.
That is.
I'm gonna
You've
record
been
my own
exposed many times in this
downfall.
pod. Record his own cancellation.
I'm gonna live stream my funeral.
I don't stop. No, you're not.
I'm gonna live stream it.
Oh yeah, I'm getting bit by mosquitoes or something.
Yeah, I killed one that was in my room. It was on my door. I
Yeah,
muted my
apparently-
mic and turned me
Yeah,
slipper at
apparently
it.
you don't know.
Yeah.
Don't know where it is. I'm scared.
I've not gotten bitten yet, surprisingly.
Yeah, I leave
can
my
change that.
window open.
I do as well, but I just haven't gotten bitten.
Do you have a light on,
Yeah.
Jack?
No.
Oh, well, that's why.
The only light I have is my TV.
Dude, mosquitoes are not moths, bro. What are you on about?
All insects are attracted to light.
No, spiders.
Wasps are attracted to sweet things.
Wasps are assholes. They want death.
You should have seen Chris Keane and the rest should say Chris Keane and all the rest at Lachlan's birthday were jumping around because of a fucking wasp.
I don't blame them.
Chris was scared shitless.
Did you guys just lag there?
No.
Did we?
Oh, I lagged there then.
Okay.
Rip. It's gonna be me.
That's the second time you yawned.
Yeah, man, I was up till 5 o'clock last night. Leave me alone.
How long were we in the podcast, Gavin?
What? Oh, we're 40 minutes. I mean, we can...
It's not too bad.
And yeah, that always
soon.
appears in the podcast. You ask how long it is.
Yeah, it's because none of us want to be here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. This is just like a manual thing you have to do.
Yeah.
Will yourself to do it.
Well, like, we've said like 6 times that we're gonna go weekly. I think it's been, what, 2 months since the last one?
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah, it's like every 5 months you do one. And that's it.
Yeah.
To be fair, I
We've
know...
like the biggest streak we had was the start of this year, I think. Or around the start.
Yeah.
That's like the biggest like video streak we've had.
Yeah, there was two...
Because you
two that
posted
were in
like, I
1
think...
month. That was our biggest streak.
Hmm.
Twice in 1 month.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I need a help, Dewey, man. Chris.
What's up,
What
bro?
do you mean why? I need to help him, man.
Why? From what?
Dude, he needs to lose that weight. I need to help him lose that weight.
What's coming from him? Oh yeah, you know.
Are you threatening him?
Chris is a lost cause, man. I'm
No,
sorry.
No, I have to help
But
him.
like,
He's not a lost cause.
Harry, no, Gavin, you do not understand. I've tried to help him so many times. Me and Keane have, and I've
Not a
legit
lost
said to him
cause,
so
he
many
just
times,
needs
like,
a push.
you go. I've been trying to give him a push so damn long. He ain't listening to me, brother.
Like, he's getting into the prime of his life, and he do like. Here's the thing, right? If you get shredded by 25, yeah, you never need to like do that much work again because you have genetics to rely on, and you've burned so much fat that you can just ride off that for the rest of your life. Like, you don't want to be in your 30s trying to get shredded.
I mean,
Like, yes, you can lose it and put on and regain it, but like if you can get shredded at 25, like you can keep that with minimum effort for like the rest of your life.
yeah, but you don't really need to be like shredded per se. Like, life's not all about muscles, Harry.
You used to have a six-pack, Jack.
I didn't. Where did you get this information from?
But no, like we need to help Dewey lose weight. You just...
Oh yeah, no, like that I agree with. Is like it's not like too bad at the moment.
No,
it's not
Jack,
bad,
it's really
but like
fucking bad.
how is it bad? He's not like
He-
in the hospital
Oh,
bad. It's not
Like,
bad.
he's not 600 pounds, but he has man titties.
Yeah.
Like, it's that bad enough.
Yeah, but at least it's not like hospital bad. Like if it gets hospital bad, then sure, yeah.
Jack, by the time in this hospital bad, they are dead. Okay?
Not really.
No, not really.
They are, though.
Mm-mm.
When
No.
it's that bad, like, they're practically a lost cause.
Well, yeah, if you give up on them, they are.
I know, that's
Yeah.
why we gotta help Dewey. No.
What's this? We ain't do shit.
It's true.
Who the fuck
But no,
is
like,
we?
I
You
tried,
speaking
like-
French?
I mean, me and Kane have been asking him to go to the gym, but each time it's either he can't go or he's sick
Oh no, that
or
dude, don't fucking, like...
etc. etc.
Didn't he buy a gym membership, but then only went to the fucking pool once?
No, it's worse. He is using his auntie's membership. So every time he's not going, his auntie's wasting money.
Well, they're like rich Americans, so.
That's true.
Fair enough. Oh my god.
So are you just planning to get shredded, Harry?
Well, at the moment, it's like, what I would like to, right? Everyone would like to get shredded, right? But at the moment, I'm cutting. That's the gym bro language.
Fair enough. So, like, how many calories are you having per day? Are you tracking your calories?
I'm not tracking my I'm not like fucking counting my broccolis. Okay, I'm not counting the beans I eat, right?
No, I mean, like,
But I'm looking at the
because like, don't you have
packages.
to do kind
Yeah, and I'm looking at the packages. I'm looking at the calories, and I'm very aware of it. Very aware.
Fair.
What most people need to focus on is a calorie deficit, right? You can eat whatever you want, as long as you have a calorie deficit, right? And so,
Sorry, Keen.
I was looking around.
Sorry, Keen is fucking spamming.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to join for a couple seconds. I'm pretty sure he's a bit tipsy.
No.
No, he's definitely drunk. He's 100% gonna say fuck you, Jack.
Oh no.
He's definitely gonna say fuck
Hi,
you, Jack.
Kane.
Yeah. Well, I'm waiting for him.
Hi.
Do you want me to cut
Keen,
this
we
out?
would have.
Okay.
Hello, Jack.
Do you want to quit?
Yo, what's up,
I know.
Gavin? What's up?
It's gonna be
Is
fuck
that
you.
Harry?
That is Harry.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh
it's
my
me.
god. Okay.
Bro, Harry, you're a cool guy.
So what's the topic
Oh
tonight?
no.
Yeah, what's the topic?
What? Oh, okay.
Dude,
Wow.
fucking
we're
everything.
We're talking about
Jack, what is
Okay,
everything.
we've talked about God.
Iceland's such a
We've
good
talked-
country, bro.
Yo, talk about Iceland.
That's true. Let's go talk about
You
that.
like
Yeah,
Iceland?
you
Bro,
give me
talk
some
about
ideas.
Iceland,
Thank you.
bro. Give some for the viewers. Talk about Iceland.
That's true.
Oh no. Okay, they're doing
This
it.
is
That's
They're
what
doing
I'm
it.
Boys,
Oh, yeah,
yeah, have a good night.
They're high.
The night's good.
Bro, give something for your 4 viewers. They want to hear about
Oh hell nah. Oh hell nah.
Oh no.
No, but lads, what is the topic today?
We're just talking about like
Exercising.
how Harry's converting to
Oh, do you know, Harry exercising. Like, yeah. Me and Jack.
Bro, Harry's fucking built. I want to say something right now. This is the guest from the last podcast episode, and Harry is built. That's my confirmation. Harry is.
Oh, yes, he is. Harry actually is. What? Because
Harry's fucking built, bro.
you know what happened yesterday?
We
Me and
were
Jack
talking
went
about
to the gym.
Yeah,
and we saw Harry.
This is a great addition.
Harry in the world. I was like,
Doing cardio as well, bro.
Yeah.
Muscles and
I have 3 names on that
They're
picture.
like really
you're not
high.
giving
They're like
Harry
super
the
high.
praise he deserves. I'm gonna fucking beat you up for real, bro.
Harry deserves his credit. Harry deserves his credit.
Bro's been going hard in his own like home gym setup for ages, bro. Give Harry the recognition he deserves. Bro is a tank,
Yeah,
bro's a
they're
beast.
high, man.
Yeah, bro, he's humble as well, bro. Give him the fucking recognition, bro. For real, bro. Facts.
We are giving them the recognition. Don't worry.
I'm not gonna bro. Give him the recognition, bro. I'm not gonna familiar fish one, bro. Give him the
Dude, he
my
said a
God.
fucking second name.
Let them know. Let them
Oh wait, yeah, he's saying so many names. Oh
Bro,
Jesus.
get this in the podcast for real.
I'm gonna have to go through this entire part. Thanks, Lachlan.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, Chris is inside. Yeah.
Oh no.
Former
Oh.
member.
We were talking about Chris.
bitch.
Yeah, we were talking about him.
No, current bitch.
He is not current. He's not asked about going back on this podcast ever
You know,
since.
What
do you know
did he
what?
do?
Wait, sorry.
No, he didn't do anything. He just hasn't texted to come back
Oh.
like at all.
Did you know why? Because I don't think he had Discord anymore. I don't know what happened. Anyway,
Based. He
here,
doesn't have
here.
Discord.
Here, we should probably leave because it's like just editing yokels. It's annoying. Yeah.
That's true. Fair enough. All right.
Well, do you know what?
Good talking to you,
That's what
Keen.
I was here for. Chris, say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye, guys. I'm
Bye.
expecting the upload tonight.
Yeah, it'll be tonight.
Thank you.
Goodbye. Okay.
Yep. It's not tonight, is it?
Oh no, it'll be tonight, but like really late tonight. Because I have to go
Well,
through those fucking 3 minutes that they were there, because I heard like 4 different second names.
Well, that was a good special
Yeah,
appearance.
special appearance there.
What were
Do
you
you just
talking
cut it out, or do you bleep
We
it?
got like
Oh,
4
I
different
just
people.
completely cut it out.
Oh wow, yeah.
I mean, I can
But
bleep
keep the
it, but
part
I'm
where they
not.
said, I'm built in there, Just
Oh
keep
no,
that part in,
I'm just cutting out second names.
Yeah. What were you saying before they went in?
Yes, calorie deficits, essentially.
No, yeah.
Yeah, so
I mean, calorie deficits are good for to lose weight. Obviously, it is.
that's the only way to lose weight.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, yeah, but it really depends on how much calories you're going to be losing
Yeah.
as well.
Your moment to shine, Jack.
You know how you know what you have a lot in common with. You know how you have a lot in common with recently.
No.
No. Andrew Tate.
I'm gonna cut this entire part out.
Yeah, probably for the best there.
Yeah, I don't want to receive death threats. Thank you.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Shaves.
I will not mention his name no more.
Shaves head. Oh, Andrew Tate.
No, because they're use about under the Quran
Wow,
and
is
stuff.
Is that really it? Is that the entire basis?
And he's about working hard. He's about gonna be millionaires.
He is a millionaire.
You know what I mean? He's about working out.
But no, I am inspired by Andrew Tate. You are correct in the assumption.
See?
Mm-hmm.
I knew it.
Yeah. But David Goggins, though, he's
because throughout that whole thing, I was like, this is sounding a lot like someone I know.
Okay, I'm flipping through the
There's a lot of similarities.
YouTube shorts,
Fair enough. What was I gonna say as well? So, how many calorie? What's the calorie deficit you're on right now?
I couldn't tell you.
Or are you in a calorie deficit?
The average adult intake for males is 2,000, and I always aim below that. Always.
Is 2,000? How much below?
1,000 to
1,000 calories.
Yes, roughly, or 1,200.
You're getting rid of 1,000 calories.
Yes.
Bro, it's usually I think 500 is healthy enough, at least.
Well, I have 2 coffees in the morning to wake up. I have 2 Weetabix in the morning, and 2 Weetabix blocks is 257 calories.
Yeah.
Low fat milk in there as well. And then I have a protein shake, a little protein vanilla thing that contains protein. That roughly evens out about 310 calories. Right?
Mm-hmm.
If you add a pear, that's 54 calories. So 360. Just round it up. And then coffee, water. You have your lunch, or the final meal. A steak, sirloin steak, roughly about 200 calories, 250 maybe, because I always round it up, because you round it up, you train harder, and so I'm both on rice and then pita bread, and pita bread's 250 calories, steak,
also,
not too sure.
What is so, what was I gonna say? Fuck, I forgot now.
Oh well, thank you.
Damn it!
Wow.
Never mind. Never mind. I forgot it because I was gonna say something about the whole
What?
workout thingy. So what's like your average workout then?
100.
Do you have actual like gym equipment?
I have dumbbells and a pull-up bar on the floor.
Then won't you need like machines as well?
Oh, eventually, yeah, but like, I'm just losing weight, no.
Mm.
Like, other than a bench press, and, like maybe better dumbbells, I don't really need anything else for now.
What's like the highest dumbbell you have?
Like 4.5 kg. It's like small.
4.5. I mean, I have a dumbbell here if you want it. It's like 5 kg.
I'll probably take it because like if you do, because like 4 to like 5 kg is all you really need, and if you do like 100 curls on your each arm, and then
First doing the Saitama workout.
yeah, like 100 curls on each arm, then push like 30 push-ups, 30 pull-ups, 100 squats, and then a run every day. Like you'll eventually lose weight. Like I'm not like calculating or weighing myself, but like eventually I will lose weight.
Mm. This is just the podcast of me and you, Harry. I've not heard Gavin talk in the past 30 minutes.
But he's just being, polite host.
I don't know what to
Gavin,
add sometimes. So I just sit here and...
You know what, Gavin? I've asked most of the questions. You're another co-host. Ask some questions.
What? Huh? No, keep talking, I'm good.
Ask some questions.
Oh, you're
You're the-
talking.
You're the other co-host. Would you always throw me in the deep end?
'Cause you're all mouth. Also, I was like listening, I was like actually interested in the conversation.
Oh, fair enough. I thought you were uncomfortable with the conversation because I mentioned some man's...
Now, Jack. You know me, I love some of that.
What?
Some of
No,
that.
for...
Kiss me on my hot mouth. I'm feeling romantical.
Oh, God.
Let's fucking... Woo! Yeah, baby! Oh, and here it is. Here's the wall.
So, here's the wall.
What?
The wall of the podcast.
The wall... The wall of the podcast. This is a podcast block.
Like just in like terms
It's
of.
like writer's block, but worse.
It's right. It's like writer's
I
block.
can tell you what
except
I'm
you
reading.
hate yourself.
Currently.
Sure.
Oh yeah, tell us what you're reading.
I am currently reading Isaac Asimov Foundation series and Heart of Darkness. I also have.
What are they about?
World War Z, Alice in Wonderland, Moby Dick, Dracula, War of Worlds. I still haven't read those yet. I'm reading The Decline and Fall of the Roman Empire by Edward Gibson. That's over like 1,000 pages, which is very annoying. I still have Lord of the Flies to get through, and yeah. And like Heretics of Dune sucks, man. Don't fucking Jack. If you ever get Dune,
How many books do you read a week?
we're not up to the week yet. Like Jesus. I don't.
I know, yeah, but like just like an average book read. How many a week?
Like, how many books do I pick up and flip through? Like, not fully read.
Yeah. I mean, now how long does it take for you to
I'm a very slow reader.
like finish a book?
I'm a very slow reader, and book. And Game of Thrones and like Dune has bogged me down. But if you ever get Dune, don't read past God Emperor Dune. Don't.
Why?
It takes 150 pages for Heretics of Dune to get interesting. And then even
Fair enough.
And then even after that, it's like 2 people standing in a room talking. 3 people.
But what was I gonna say?
I don't know, Jack.
So what? Well, actually, no. Can you tell us the plot
Of what?
of your book that you're writing?
I can. Alright.
Okay.
But why?
Some Harry book.
Okay, so Dune.
Because I wanted to know what he's writing on.
Dune
I'm saying
is
why?
highly criticized. Well, why what?
Why can't you tell us?
Oh no, I'm telling you now.
Well, there you go.
Dune in paperback is the best-selling science fiction book ever written by Frank Herbert, but just in general. It was written in 1965, and Dune has been highly criticized and loved. Like, it's the top. Everyone loves Dune. Like, you read it, oh, it's my favorite science fiction book. Like, you go over and get a census of the people. However, Dune is a really bad. Like, here's the thing. Dune is a story about the hero's struggle, right? Like Luke Skywalker or something, right?
Yeah.
But that's not what Dune's about. Dune presents itself as a hero struggle while criticizing the hero struggle. So like Paul Muad'Dib, right? Paul Atreides. He goes on and, oh no, he's with the good guys and they get really bad and they're thrown onto Arrakis and they get, slaughtered, right? And then he eventually wins against the evil Harkonnens and he triumphs, right?
Yeah.
But it's essentially a story about the idea of a messiah figure and how you should question them. Because, yes, Paul Muad'Dib, he becomes emperor of the known universe. But in order for the host Atreides to survive and do... I'm spoiling it, Jack. Are you going to read Dune? You are going to read Dune.
I'm not.
Bites.
Yeah, Dune is written in such a way that you might not like it. Like, it's very internal thoughts and very different writing style.
So how does this tie into your book?
Because Dune's very bad in some aspects, right? And that's what a lot of people find out. So,
So you're gonna write like a Dune that people wanted, sort of, but not like Dune officially, just like your own book, but it's like what the people want, sort of.
Right, because in Dune, right, you have different, like, it's basically, it shows you all the worst bits of humanity, yeah? And it shows you about the monopoly, right? The CHOAM Corporation that does all the business in the galaxy. I don't believe in one bloody monopoly. If you look around today, we see Facebook, Apple, Intel, Microsoft. We see multiple monopolies. And if you look at the streaming services, right? How many streaming services do you have? How many?
Yeah, too many.
Yeah.
Honestly.
So it's not just one monopoly. They're not competing against each other. They're just competing against content, right? They're monopolizing movies and cartoons and stuff, right? That's what they're doing. So instead of just CHOAM, it'll have multiple corporations. One of them is called DATS. It's in Arabic. It's like Dama Altara Modo Sharak or something. Like, I'm not a linguist, but like that's what it means. Like the Dama United Trading Company, right? They also want to deal with addiction, right? Because Irish culture, whiskey drinking and all that.
Yeah.
Right? And so there's a substance, right, called the blessed blood or whatever. And I'm going to tie that in a lot. And it's going to be, show the effect of drinking and the horror of that and whatever. But Dune parades, if it wasn't for House Harkonnen and Dune, its themes would be very obvious. Criticize a messiah figure, like, oh yes, he's Paul Muad'Dib, he's a religious figure and he's government. The moment you combine religion with politics, it's an unstoppable force. And what we see in Dune Messiah is just the outcome of that. I think if you ever read Dune, you have to read Dune Messiah, and then after that you can stop. Dune Messiah is a very small book as well, but it shows you. But it's really one package, Dune then Dune Messiah. And I'm not going to spoil it, but the aftermath shows how damaging a messiah figure can be to like a society and people.
Okay.
And I think there's room for me and a market, certainly after Dune, and the 50 years onwards, and like Game of Thrones, that there is a market for science fiction. But also now, this is what I learned from reading Game of Thrones, and it pisses me off. The only unique, interesting places in Game of Thrones is the North, the Dorne, right? This like in the South, and then the Iron Islands. They have unique customs, religion, whatever. The South feels like a conglomerate. It feels like, oh, there's so many houses. They have a proud history, and they're all just the same. It's just the same, even though they should have Valyrian in the East, like the Stormlands and the Vale. They should have like Valyrian influence. It doesn't. And what I really don't like about Game of Thrones is how they're written, the characters, because they all feel the same. Yes, it's a different perspective. However, they are not fundamentally written differently. Right? Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, now we're listening.
Yeah. No, just keep talking. I'm listening.
And I find this very frustrating because it's like there's some plot holes. Game of Thrones is the new gold standard for fantasy, and it's very close to being perfect, but it isn't, right? And what I'm going to do with my book, right? That's the thing with Frank Herbert's doing. The characters don't feel real, right? They feel stale. They're not human. They're inhuman, right? It's science fiction 30,000 years into the future, right? And I don't like that aspect. That's like, okay, they feel stale. I'm not getting much from them, right? You cannot like empathize with them, right? So what I'm going to do in my book is when I have a new character, I am fundamentally going to change how I write with their perspective. You know, because I got this idea from like a video game. Most video games don't take advantage that they are a video game. You know what I mean? Like if you're drunk in a video game, it's very badly done, right? Or it's like, if you get like hacked or controlled, right, and you're dizzy, your controller inverts and you're confused yourself, right?
Yeah.
So if you get a new character, you should get a fundamentally different way of how that character perceives the world. Right? So what I have here in my first chapter, whatever, following like Laurent Charan, right? This very politically active, bookish guy. He's the Lille Hound of the Emperor, and he's like, he's the main guy, right? He's going to be inheriting and stuff, and he's politically, he's playing the Game of Thrones. He knows what's up. He's not too much for detail, and it's written like a Frank Herbert book, right? It's written like Dune, right? It's omnipresent third person, right? But what about his children, like Hamid and Rashid, right? Well, they're not, fucking senators or whatever. They're just guys, right? So I'm going to write more traditional for them. They're going to be like Game of Thrones, and you're going to see their relationship, and you're going to actually connect with them, right?
So you're going to connect with, like, more characters as being, like...
But that's the thing.
Being like characters from other books, sort of, like...
Well, that's the thing, right?
Making them feel like they're from other books, but they're not.
If you fundamentally change how you write a character, like fundamentally, like if you read Game of Thrones and then Dune, you will fucking notice it, right? Like immediately.
Yeah, there's a big difference.
Yeah. That's how you should write
Just depends on
the different characters. Or like have a few characters, write a few characters differently. Because then it's like, it's a different perspective. They have different experience, and the writing, quite literally, is different. And it pisses me off so much in Game of Thrones, so it just feels like the same. And when I was reading A Feast for Crows, right? Because Game of Thrones is a long series, just like Dune. And I stopped reading Game of Thrones and I read Dune. And then I kind of stopped reading both of them. Like I'm reading Heart of Darkness, whatever. But in Game of Thrones, it's literally like, oh my god, you're marrying my daughter to a bastard. Oh no, like the bastard is a natural child born of wedlock, right? Don't cut that out there. Yeah.
Right? It.
And so essentially it's like, oh no, that's my honor. It's like, yeah, and Jamie or whatever in it, it's like, oh my god, all these houses are so proud and stinky and they believe they're so high and mighty. And it's like, yeah, that's the entirety of the South and it doesn't feel unique. And so I want to write each character in my book. It's not that fucking big.
Sounds like the South of Dublin.
Yeah, it's not that big to call the book, but like I want to write each character differently, so that you can go, different character, different perspective, completely.
That's interesting.
Different ideals, different personalities, different.
Yeah, but to go back to Dune now, right? Dune. That's why, like Spec Ops: The Line. Have you heard of that game?
No. can't
Spec
say I
Ops
have.
what?
Spec Ops The Line, right? It was made by a company that defunct or
No.
whatever, but it's a brilliant game. If you're still playing video games, you should go pick it up. It's on Xbox,
Yeah.
like whatever. Essentially, that game is a third-person shooter, Gears of War, essentially. But by being a shooter game, it criticizes other shooters, like third-person shooters, because you kill civilians and commit atrocities unknowingly. But it's you doing it, and you don't feel good about it. So you have to think about, oh wow, I'm actually doing damage here. I'm killing people playing this video game, like citizens and stuff. This doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
And you're quite literally in each level descending down into hell and into madness. So it criticizes the shooter game by being a shooter game. That's what Doom does. It criticizes the hero story and like the messianic figure by being that, but criticizing it and dampening it down.
But yeah, it is a hero's kind of rising like book, isn't it? You said it's kind of like a hero's like I can't remember how you emphasized it, but it's like kind of like a hero storybook kind of
hero's struggle.
But it's a hero struggle.
That's what I praise.
Not a hero struggle. It's like kind of like that.
Dune is a hero struggle that tries to break down and deconstruct what a hero struggle is.
A hero struggle.
And criticize it. And that's why Dune was loved. Dune was loved, but all the sequels are absolutely hated when they came out. Because it was like, dude, what the hell is this?
But why would they make it about a hero struggle, yet they criticize about that hero struggle that they're making the character on?
Because imagine you didn't question your leaders. Because Frank Herbert during the 1960s, late 1960s, during the Vietnam War, right? Kennedy, Lyndon B. Johnson, they were just giving out reports saying, hey, we're winning in Vietnam. They weren't winning in Vietnam. They couldn't even win that war before they even went into it, okay? They knew that. And nobody questioned it.
Yeah.
And what Dune criticizes is religion, like a messianic figure, without question, believing them, combining religious, that's the thing. Dune is loved because of the ideas it presents. But when it comes to line by line, you can't really connect with the characters, and it gets harder to connect with them the more you reach.
It's like they're kind of more focusing on the story than they are the characters. They're focusing more on the plot than the characters themselves, which they have to split.
It's just they're written in such a way that it's harder to empathize with them and connect with them.
So I didn't really focus on the emotional aspect of the characters. Instead, they just focused on
I wouldn't say
the story itself and how the characters play.
But also, there are points in the story where it gets very slow, and how it progresses is not that good. And so I see that, and I'm like, okay, I could probably do it better. There's a market for it now. I want to do something different. Let me see what I can do. Because that's the thing, right? With the Dune movies, right? There's part 1, part 2, and part 3, right? It's gonna make it a trilogy, yeah? Part 1 and part 2 is just Dune, and part 3 is Dune Messiah. That's your Game of Thrones in space, yeah?
Yeah.
Everything after that, it gets very weird. Very, very weird very quickly.
Yeah.
And so if I can...
Actually, I have another question for you, actually.
Yeah.
If you don't mind.
Go on.
So what is your opinion on authors allowing their own work to be created into film, into merchandise and everything? Do you think that's a good thing? Or do you think that's just destroying the thing that they created?
Well, you know the guy that made Cat in the Hat? Yeah, I don't remember his name now. Forgive me.
Yeah.
But he said he didn't want his stuff...
Dr. Seuss.
Yeah, Dr. Seuss, yeah. He got around, by the way. He got mad pussy. Not even he got around.
I see what you did there.
But no. Dr. Seuss said he didn't want to make any of his books into movies. And the reason that was because take the Lorax, for example. At the end of the Lorax, it literally says, if nobody cares about the trees and, about the world, we're bollocks, right?
Yeah.
And that's the truth,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like, if no one cares, it's like, we're banjacks. In the Lorax movie, it's like, oh, we'll plant trees and we'll regenerate the world, ha ha ha. And then, the really terrible 2000s Cat in the Hat movies?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they weren't terrible. I like them.
Yeah, his wife saw that because she wanted to make money off his work, right? Making them into movies. That book, the Cat in the Hat series, like the movies were so bad. She said no. Okay, yeah, no more movies.
Yeah.
Yikes.
But like,
Well, what's your opinion on like Star Wars and Dune and all these companies trying to
no,
put books into actual
Dune
merchandise?
movie. The Dune movie, although if you don't know Dune, it's going to be a bad experience. Like going into that, not knowing anything. That was the most faithful recreation of the books ever. I think it was a good movie
Like,
since
the
I
most
read.
accurate?
Yeah, that was a good movie.
But like,
No.
But when it comes to like,
So sometimes it will benefit.
oh yeah, like Dune before that movie was literally considered unfilmable. Like people were saying before that movie, you could not adapt Dune
Mm.
because there was 3 failed attempts beforehand.
And then your opinion on like Star Wars. Well, Star Wars isn't really a book beforehand, was it?
So Star Wars was heavily inspired by Dune, by the way.
It shows.
Heavily.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like Desert Planet, 2 moons, or well, 2 suns now. Like yeah, he got that from Dune.
And then what's your opinion on like the Game of Thrones film industry show shit?
I think Game of
Do you think
Thrones.
that's stupid?
I think Game of Thrones, for George R. R. Martin, like him adapting everything, is a bad move because I only want the Winds of Winter. Right? I think seasons 8 of Game of Thrones was shit, and the season beforehand
Yeah.
were really losing.
Everything got really good, isn't it?
Yeah, well,
Like the last season.
oh yeah, it was,
The last season was supposed to be like diabolical.
it was horrible, and I don't think it's that good because he is a slow writer. He's been spending. That's what I say. Don't take writing advice from George R. R. Martin. Take writing advice from Stephen King.
Stephen King's the
Yeah.
No, dude. What did you say?
Stephen King is my goat.
Dude, no, he's the GOAT. He's not your GOAT,
Okay.
he's their GOAT.
I thought you were
He
gonna
has
disagree
over
with me.
75 books to his name.
Yeah, and he's just
He's written over 75 fucking books.
yeah, he's just unmatched.
No, he got drunk and he read a book on a bender.
He got a
He took a
nightmare and wrote The
drug.
Shining.
No, he unironically got so drunk he read a book and he doesn't even remember like writing it.
Common Stephen King.
And did he publish it?
Yeah,
He published it?
yeah. Like he just read a book on a fucking bender and he published it.
That's nice. How long was the book?
What book was it?
Like I don't know.
I'll search it up.
Like he's that based, like he's that fucking strong.
So how do you want to be like?
Oh, it was Cujo.
Well, you'll never. It
It was Cujo.
was Cujo.
I don't know what that is, but
It's the dog, isn't it?
Do you want to get to like Stephen King's level of novel?
do.
Not like Stephen King's level, because nobody's
You
ever
can't
talking
get close to
that.
no one's like, no, like he's insane.
But
But no, like
you'd want to at least go up there, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, Cujo is the pretty sure it's like a possessed like dog. It got a movie as well.
how did that get a movie, man?
It's actually like
Yeah,
from
like,
what
what you
I know,
call
it's
it, like,
actually a decent movie.
Oh god.
Yeah, The Shining is legit based on like what you call it, Stephen King going to the Stanley Hotel and having a nightmare.
Yeah, you got a
That's
nightmare went out to the balcony to have a smoke and wrote The Shining.
Like the entire book, yeah. Mm-hmm.
He
Yeah.
did.
Okay.
He literally
Yeah,
did.
just from a nightmare. Just from a single nightmare in a hotel.
Yeah, because he had a nightmare about his child on a tricycle getting chased through a hall, which is in the book and it's in the movie.
Yeah.
And then there was the twins at the end of the hallway. That was the nightmare, and he wrote an entire book around it.
If you read one book a year, you will actually probably not read all of his work in your entire life.
Oh, no,
That's
he's definitely
true.
not read all of his work. 100% he's definitely not read all of his work. Well,
Yeah, he wasn't even like.
I'm pretty
functional
sure,
for
like,
one of them. Getting locked writing Cujo.
But no, that's how I'm gonna do a little book.
Right.
so how many books are you like, right, so this is like mad in the future, right? I'm not like emphasizing that like
Oh my
you
God.
should be thinking
Here we
about this
go.
now, but if you did think about it like over the past few days or something, or whenever like you started on your first book,
Mm-hmm.
in the next like 20 years, how many books would you reckon you'd want to do if it actually does really go up?
As
In the
many
next
as I
like 20 years maybe.
As many as
Yeah.
I can.
Is there like any like estimate of what you're hoping for?
Well, no, because I'll just keep writing until I'm tired of it and I make millions.
Okay. And what are you hoping to change about the actual book industry if you do this?
I'm not gonna change
Does it-
anything,
I mean, but you have a lot of problems with the book industry, it seems like.
No.
But you were talking about
I was
you were shitting on
criticizing
Dune in
Dune.
Game of Thrones.
I was criticizing George R. R. Martin's work and how he writes his characters and his world, but I think it's still very good.
Yeah.
And Dune as well, I criticize that, but like it's still very good.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Do we have
Well,
any?
how long are we in?
Do we have any final messages?
We done already.
Yeah.
I hope that I see your novel on the front of Eason's one day.
I expect a free copy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I expect a copy in my doorstep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I
Anyway,
want it signed also.
Oh,
So I want to
wow.
put it in a big box
Yeah, signed it.
and have it as an item, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In fact, just give me a whole letter with it, you know what I mean? Just give me
Oh
a
yeah,
whole
you
letter.
want for verification with it and all that, picture and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
big. Yeah, I want and also a picture of you just holding the book that I have in my hand.
Yeah, and
You know what I mean?
witnesses. Yeah.
I want I want you to
Yeah,
put on
yeah.
lipstick and kiss the inside the book, and then give it to me.
I want a fingerprint on
Okay.
the front page of the book.
I want your
Yeah.
credit card number in the book.
Yeah,
And your
three
phone
magic
number, stick
numbers
that
at
in
the
there as well.
Yeah.
And the address.
Well, actually, you know where I live.
I know your general location.
No, but you'd be living somewhere else.
Oh yeah, I'll be living in my mansion.
Yeah.
Wicklow.
Let me pay a visit, yeah.
I wouldn't need much now. I would need enough money to actually build a house because architecture is piss. All right, all right. Look, modern architecture is designed to oppress the soul. I want the classic architecture, marble with the statues. I want to go out.
Medieval?
No, not
I
medieval.
want a fucking castle, to be fair.
You know,
That'd be fucking sick.
Tristan
Sick
Tate's
as fuck.
actually building a castle.
Yeah, well,
course he
he's
is.
In
not
Romania.
normal.
He is. Like, unironically, he's building a house next to Dracula's, like a castle next to Dracula's.
Hope he gets haunted. Right, anyway, we're gonna end it here.
Anyway,
Yeah.
yep. And it was a pleasure talking to you, Harry, and I hope to see you again hopefully.
Yeah, I might
I
delete
lagged out,
this.
didn't I?
I might delete this Discord now.
So, is this the
No,
last
fair
time you'll
enough.
be on the podcast?
This is the last time you're
I
going to be on the
wouldn't-
podcast.
No, I wouldn't say that. It's just,
For the
having
foreseeable
Discord
future?
on my phone. Ew.
Ew, isn't
Like,
this
just
like,
give me, like, a-
aren't we the only people?
No, just like Discord. Ew. Because like I asked a furry if I should get rid of Discord, and he
This
said
so-
yes on Discord, and I was like, yeah, you've heard this. Like I asked like some random furry, hey, should I delete Discord, and he said yes, so I followed that advice.
Okay.
Enough.
Alright.
Like he's a very wise furry. I think his name was like
Do you want to say thanks to him?
Yeah,
Do you want to say thanks to him on the podcast?
him or Tom the rat.
Tom
He
the
was like,
rat.
oh man,
Thanks, Tom the rat.
Chuck E. Cheese thing, man.
Dude, Tom's the cat, you
Thanks
fool.
to Tom the mouse.
No, like the rat, like he's a mouse or something.
Oh, Jerry was the mouse, Tom was the
Thank you to
cat.
Tom the mouse for Harry.
No, it was Tom.
For Harry deleting Discord.
It was Tim or Tom.
Okay, well, I think here. Goodbye
Right,
now.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.